Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well wherever you are. In today's lesson, we are going to see the differences and the different uses of the verbs, of the two translations of the verb to be in English. We have two forms that we use in different situations. The verb ser when we refer is used when we are referring to a permanent state. We'll see examples, but for example, I'm Sergio. I'm always Sergio. Since I've always been Sergio since I was born. So in my case, uh, I say in my case because luckily nowadays, I don't know in other countries, but in Argentina, people who feel like changing their names for that of one typical of the opposite sex can do it. But in my case, I've always been Sergio and I'm happy like this. Um, so it describes a permanent state, whereas estar, that is the other translation, this describes or gives information more than describes, gives information about a temporary state. These are the main three uses of estar. Temporary state, estoy feliz, I'm happy now. Uh, in my case, most times I'm happy. I feel happy, or at least in peace. That is more important for me than being happy. But we can say I'm happy, I'm angry, estoy enojado, I'm angry, um, I'm uh, I'm hungry, tengo hambre. Now when we see further examples with the verb tener that about which we saw an introduction in the previous lesson, we'll see uses in Spanish that are different from those in English with the verb tener. Location, when we are talking about where cities or places or villages or countries, islands, etc. are located. As regards geography, or at home, for example, I'm in the kitchen, estoy en la cocina. So apart from location, it gives an information of a temporary um, place in which we are. Where is Sergio now? Now he is in the living room. Estoy en el living. O en la sala de estar. En la sala de estar. It's a funny name, a funny way of saying it. It would living room. Well, being room. It's similar. And it's the auxiliary verb that we use. We don't use the verb to be, but the verb estar when we make sentences in what you call, in what English speaking people call the present continuous. So it's the auxiliary verb for gerunds. It's similar to the present continuous, and I say similar because the difference is in meaning. As for grammar, it's the same. we conjugate the verb estar and add the main verb with our ending similar to that of English ending ing. Let's move on to examples. I'm not going to write the pronoun because, as I told you before, in Spanish, most times we don't use it because of the information that the ending of the conjugation gives. It's not necessary. Soy Sergio. Soy argentino. Y soy bajo. Soy castaño. Soy de la provincia de Buenos Aires. Well, this means these sentences, all these sentences give information about a permanent state. In my case, it's true. It's true. It's true information about myself. I'm Sergio. What's your name? My name is Sergio, or I'm Sergio. Soy Sergio, soy argentino. I'm Argentinian, or from Argentina. And I'm short. Y soy bajo. 163. 1 meter 63 centimeters. Soy de la provincia de Buenos Aires. I'm from the province of Buenos Aires. Oh, and I skipped this here, sorry. Soy castaño. This means my hair is brown. I don't remember if brunette only is used to talk about women or includes men, but yes, dark brown, like most people in Argentina. So all these are permanent states of a person, in this case me. I've always been from Argentina, and I'll always be because I was born here. I'm short. There's no way which can make me taller. Well, I could change the color of my hair, but this is not. I like it natural. And this is where the province where I was born, and this is my height. So all these sentences are related to permanent states. Let's see with the verb estar, that is used in very different examples because it's only used in 3 cases, as I told you some minutes ago, to give information about temporary states, about location, and as the auxiliary verb. We are going to conjugate it because we haven't done it yet, but what English people call the present continuous, we'll see it later because otherwise it would be a lot of information, and let's go step by step. Well, now let's use another person. you're happy, we say it, estás feliz. We can use both verbs here with an adjective, but the difference is in meaning. If I say soy feliz, it means that I'm happy all the time, which I think a condition that I think doesn't exist, because everything around us changes, within us changes, we go through different situations, and people can't be always happy, either unhappy. We go through different feelings and situations. So if I say I'm happy, it means that I'm happy all the time. If I say soy feliz. If I say estoy feliz, that means that I'm happy now, at this moment, today. It's a temporary feeling. First of all, we are going to conjugate the verb estar, so that you see it before making sentences. Well, I'm going to put the pronouns because they exist, and sometimes we do use them, but especially in cases of emphasis. Yo estoy. Sin ser, yo soy, yo estoy, the irregularity is similar. It ends in hoy. Tú, vos, in Argentina, estás. In this case, the conjugation that doesn't change. Either we use tú or vos. Luckily, it doesn't change. Yo estoy, tú estás. Él, ella, usted, here, usted, the formal pronoun. Can it be seen? Yes. Él, ella está, usted está. Now the plural. Nosotros, nosotras. Nosotros, nosotras. Estamos. Vosotros, vosotras. And again, this conjugation is more similar to the way in which people from Argentina do it, because we just drop the letter E, estáis, and say estás. Vosotros, so remember, in most countries, ustedes, and both ustedes and ellos, ellas, they, están. Remember that these two pronouns have the same conjugation form. So, talking about temporary states, I can say yo estoy enojado, which is not true, but it's an example. This means I'm angry. Tú estás triste. It means you're sad. Él está contento. Contento is very similar to happy, glad, happy. Ella está, well, let's use the same word to review the ending of adjectives. Él está contento, ella está Sorry, I put an S here. Ella está contenta, contenta. Nosotros estamos felices. Remember that the plural for feliz, happy, as it ends with Z, we have to do this, as we saw in the previous lesson. And it's the same ending for both men and women because it ends in consonant. So, nosotros estamos felices, nosotras estamos felices. Vosotros estáis apurados. This means, yes, we only have an adjective, one word to say in a hurry. In a hurry. You're in a hurry. Vosotros estáis apurados. And if we are talking about women, vosotras estáis apuradas. Apuradas. Ustedes, ellos, ellas están están hambrientos. Yes, we do say it as in English or in German. No, in German they say it as in Spanish with the verb haben. Ich habe Hunger. Tengo hambre. We can say it as in English. They are hungry. You're hungry. But it's more common. For us to say tengo hambre. Now we'll see the different uses of the verb tener. So this, as for temporary states, according to the way we feel. Yes, these are examples that describe or give information about the way people feel. Now let's see the other super common use of the verb estar, that is related to location. I'm going to complete this that I just erased. Location. Let's see. So we can talk about location, as I said before, geographical location, or just physical location itself, or just at home or at school or in the city. Estoy en el centro, I'm in downtown or in the city center. Let's see. When we, yes, we always use the same preposition when we are talking about places. When we saw the difference between para and por, not por, and por, para and por, yes, we saw some examples in which we can say está por Brasil ahora. The por here means that it's he'll be there, he's in Brazil for a few days and he'll be back soon. But most times to talk about location, we use the preposition en, in, at, on. The preposition en. So it's that easy. We can always say en, and that's all. Yo estoy en Mar del Plata because I live in Mar del Plata. But this coincides with my with my place of birth and the city in which I live and where I am now. But as it's a place, I don't say yo soy en Mar del Plata. With places we never say soy, ser. Yo estoy en Mar del Plata. This is the name of my city. Tú, vos estás en la cocina. You're in the kitchen. Él, ella está en en la facultad, at university. Nosotros, nosotras estamos en Sudamérica, in South America. Vosotros, vosotras estáis en North America, en Norteamérica. Ustedes están en ustedes están en el dormitorio. You're in the bedroom, en dormitorio, where one sleeps. It comes from the verb dormir. Ellos, ellas están en la calle, in the street. So these are examples of location